Hi everyone. So I thought I'd change from the usual note-taking videos and talk you through a couple of watches, the HUAWEI Watch GT4, and that's a 46-inch one, and the slightly smaller HUAWEI Watch GT4 as well, but in the 41-inch model. We bought these at the start of the year just to try and get into the fitness program, fitness routine. And they are very good watches. A few pitfalls, a few issues, but overall very positive experience. So before we get to the watches, both boxes are the same, so let's just have a quick look what's in them. Okay, you obviously get the watch, the little bag for the charger, which the charger is this one here, so it's a USB-C charger, and flat panel, so to charge it, it's magnetic, so it just sits on top, and there we go, very easy to charge, and the battery lasts 5 days plus, so it's incredible for the size of it, and that's 5 days with usage, not leaving it off. And then a couple of books, the instruction book or the warranty card, and then the other warranty card in just different languages. That's it. The other one has the exact same thing, so we won't go through that one. Let's just put these to one side. And what we'll do is we'll just talk you through the watches. So 46-inch, it's got a 1.43 inches display, AMOLED, and the smaller one, 41-inch, has a 1.32 display. So size-wise, you can see it is quite a bit bigger, the 46-inch, obviously. On the wrist itself, it feels, I've probably got an average-sized wrist, takes up quite a big amount of real estate there. So the 46-inch is sizable. You do get used to it after a while. So first few days it was difficult just because of the size of it. After that, you just get used to it, and it feels fine. This one probably sits a little bit better, but for some reason they made the 41-inch very feminine, with just the way the straps are, the bezels, the colouring of it, so that's why I opted for the 46-inch one. If we just compare these to, let's say, a normal standard watch, a mechanical watch, you'd probably say these two, the 41-inch and the watch, are very similar in size, and then comes across this one, which is a beast in size. So that's that. In terms of the wrist straps, so this is the one that came with the watch itself. To change it, it's very easy. The pin here, slide it across and up, and that's it. Same with the bottom one, and then to put it in or to replace it, similar sort of thing. So very easy to change and to play around with. So we have these, the leather one or the leather feeling one, and then the plastic one, the more, let's say, activity-based one. Very easy to swap in, out. Takes a couple of seconds each time, and that's it, and off you go. The watches themselves, in terms of functionality, very similar. So I won't go through them. What I'll do is I'll go through the 46-inch one and talk you through the watch itself, finally. So what we have here, obviously main display, quite bright, lot of information there. I did say I wouldn't look at both, but let's just compare it to this one. So let me just see if I can make this one a little bit brighter. Let's change to this one. So there we go. So now they're the same. So you can see, information-wise, it's the same. Just obviously on the 46-inch one, it comes across as a bit clearer, given the size of the watch head itself. So you can, as you probably just saw, you can change the watch face into a more discreet one. Yeah, you can play around with these, download them from the HUAWEI app, which we'll get to in a second. And yeah, you've got a wide selection, so it's quite easy to change them on the watch itself. So that's a good positive. You can also change around some of the what's displayed in terms of if you want the steps or you want the battery, the date, etc., etc. So you can change that. So you can basically tweak it to your heart's content. So that's that on the watch faces. Let's just go back to, I'll just keep this one. Scrolling, let's do down. You've got the usual quick settings. Again, you can tweak these from the settings here and from the phone. So settings, lock screen, drain if it gets into water, screen on, sleep mode, torch, etc, etc. So the usual that you would expect from a watch. Connected to the phone, the date and the battery time, or the battery percentage. That was scrolling down. Scrolling up, this is if you've got notifications on the phone, so you can get messages, WhatsApp calls, a variety of things to the phone, to the watch directly from the phone, so that's quite good. And for a phone, we're using the Samsung S24, so you don't necessarily need a Huawei. There's a bit of a complication to download the Huawei Health app, but once you get past that, which is not really a complication, it's just downloading the APK file rather than going to Google Play, it's absolutely fine and it connects seamlessly. So no issues on that on that side. Scroll across. What we have is obviously the weather, some music if you want. And if we go to the right, this is just the usual, the 3 steps, activity and calories. Again, just standard stuff. Clicking the bottom button. So there's 2 buttons on the side, I should have said. There's none on this side. So let's click on the bottom one. So this gives you the workout. So you can then just basically choose which activity you're going to do. Click on it. Let's just say we're going to indoor walk. Press down the start button. We can start that. And that's it. And it basically just starts tracking. And then when you're walking, this is the display that you have, so you can quickly see what's your heart rate, the pace, the distance that you've walked, and how much time you've walked. So we'll cancel that. In fact, before we do that, you can see what sort of level it's at, and you can also see the steps, calories, and the cadence, the distance, the time in a bit more detail, the heart rate in a bit more detail. So various different things there. And if you click the top button, you can lock the screen so you can't touch it by mistake, carry on, and stop. So let's just stop. And then this one is a bit too short, so end workout, yes. So that's it. So you can scroll up and down with the finger, and you can also use this top button up here to tweak. And if you can also click on it to go back. If we click on it while it's on the watch face, it will go to the menu. So quite a few apps that you can play around with. These are just the standard ones. So you can zoom out, you can zoom in, just with the rotation. So notifications, compass, alarms, stopwatch, barometer, the wallet, if you've got Huawei Pay, if I remember right, not used it on the watch, calls, pulse, music, health clover is just the 3 things of the main health items, workout, calories, breathing exercises, blood levels or SpO2, oxygen blood levels, some settings, torch, heart rate, basically quite a lot of things, petal maps, which is basically the Huawei equivalent of Google Maps, the weather, sleep, etc. There is an AI voice, but unfortunately this is where it falls short because you need a Huawei phone if you're going to use the AI voice. So I take back what I said earlier about it working seamlessly. There is this issue, although I have not encountered any issues with it. So that's really the basics of the watch itself. The slight issue that we found is coming from Fitbit. There where you walked, you did the activity, anything, it would recognize it automatically and store it as an activity. The slight issue that we found with the Huawei watches is that after 5 minutes, when it realizes or when it thinks that your heart rate is different or that you're in activity mode, it will pop up a notification saying, are you in an activity? And then you have to click yes for it to be recorded. So it's yeah, it's a bit of an issue if you're wanting to do health tracking on the basis that you need to click it itself, or you need to set it to do the activity before you begin, rather than it doing it all automatically. But I guess it's just a case of getting used to it and remembering that you just need to do it first rather than relying on the watch to do it itself. Just very quickly on this one, just to give you an idea of the size, the 41-inch, so it's very similar. So you can see similar apps, similar things. You can play around with the, with the wheel up here, and basically the exact same functionality as we saw on the other one. And then if you do the bottom button, it's all of the activities. So give that one, put to one side. On settings wise, let's just have a quick look through what's on the settings. Bluetooth, connections, watch face, homes, customs cards, displays, sound vibration, pin, notifications, payment, what the down button does, how much the broadcasts for the HR, systems, and the updates. So all in all, a very good watch in terms of battery life, in terms of style, in terms of how it looks. I mean, it looks very professional. The only issue is really the lack of automatic. It detects it, but it just doesn't store it, which I just can't believe Huawei haven't found a way to make it automatically store that. If you're walking for 5 minutes, don't ask me, am I walking for 5 minutes? Realize I'm walking for 5 minutes and store it as an activity. In terms of the back, on the two of them, very similar in terms of where the sensors are. So what we'll do is we will go through the Huawei Health app just to show you what that looks like. So as I say, you have to download this from basically the Huawei site. There's a link there that then sends you to Gallery app, or whatever the Huawei app store is called, and then from there you can download the APK, and then from there you just install it. In this case, it's a Samsung phone, and then it just basically opens up as if it's just a normal Google Play app. So you can obviously tweak all of these, but just to give you an idea of what there is. Exercise records, the health clovers, the heart rate, so it tracks this fairly frequently. Let me just go to a date where it's fairly full on. Let's just do the 15th of June. So yeah, you can see the heart rate tracking, so you can move around with what's what. Not sure why some of the time is missing. Because I think I wasn't wearing the watch during the night in this period. Let's go a little bit earlier. There we go. So in this case, it tracks it the whole time. Gives you the heart rate, your resting heart rate, a few things to watch out for. Obviously, take these with a pinch of salt. But it just gives you an idea of what your heart rate is. You can see it by day, by week, by month, and by year. So you can see what's going on, the highs, the lows, at various different intervals. You can see your weight, you can see the sleep time, sleep tracking, so this is quite detailed. So you can then click on it and see, okay, what was going on during this time. This was light sleep between 11:30 to midnight, the REMs, the deep sleep, the light sleep, and the awake time. A few issues that I found during this night's sleep. So I woke 3 times, which is bad. And the light sleep was quite high. So, and a few things, which is very good, just a few recommendations of what you can do to change, or to try and change some of these abnormal results to get them more normal. You can also link it to some music while you sleep, if that's what you're after. So very good health tracking or sleep tracking sort of information that it has. It's we found it very useful in terms of what it shows, how it shows it, how it displays it. So that's very good. Okay, skin temperature, again, this just shows it throughout the different periods. Let's just go here, so again, it just shows it. You can track it all day. The skin temperature, blood pressure, and activity rings, and then some more. You can edit it, so what you want to see, how you want to see it, and some statistics on some trends that it's got going on. There's also these various different competitions. If you're used to Samsung, it's like Samsung Health competitions. So walk 10,000 steps, do this in July, do this in whichever month, etc. So you can see it from here. The exercises, if you have done an exercise, it will obviously show up. Or if you want to set reminders of when you should do exercises, it's quite useful just to get reminded. And you can just play around with it. So set the goal, set the target, how much you want to do it, and how often. Discover a few things here. Some music, some how to sleep better. Fairly useful stuff if you're into this kind of thing. If not, it's a bit basic. And then obviously the watch itself, how much battery it has, the watch faces where you can download some and tweak them. Which we did find the App Store does take a while to load. So it's not as instant, but once it does load, there's a lot there. So you can see here, some of them are free, some of them cost money. And you can just click on install and it will install it. It will download it, and then there we go. So it's already changed it. See, it's instantaneous. And then I think on this one, no, you can't change it. But the good thing is it gives you the power level usage. So this one practically doesn't use much battery. This one as well. These basic ones don't use that much battery. In fact, none of them do. And then this one a little bit more for some reason. I guess it's the coloring and the image behind it that consumes battery. So let me just go back to this one. So fairly easy to use. And then it's just the profile page. So you can then have shops, things, music, app gallery. You can install some apps on the watch. Just keep in mind it's Huawei, which is not quite good as Google, given that they blocked it and limited it. So that's it. So overall, a very good watch, very good product, price-wise, price point. At least when we bought it, there was an offer going on, and we got it at a very good deal. And enjoyed using it. From the size-wise, it's a little bit big. I probably would have preferred a 42, 43 inch, just to get it more standard sized watch. I mean, you can see here, just the size-wise, this is what I was used to. This is the HUAWEI watch. It's a good bit bigger. So you do feel it on your wrist. You do feel it when you're doing exercises, but it's just a case of getting used to it. And then it just becomes a second nature, and then you have it on your watch, on your wrist, without any problems. So hopefully you found that useful, and if you have any questions, please do just let me know. Thanks very much for watching.